See, when we are working on the development part, I like to put the project aside initially. So again, I'll bring the project in front of you once you have the fundamentals handy. Okay. See, basically, like in your resume, we'll put we have good experience on customizations. Customizations means not writing a code. Okay, development of metadata that comes under customizations, like creation of objects, fields, record types, page layouts, automation process. All those comes under customizations. Okay, and some part your coding also comes under customizations. Like they given a platform for you, and you're utilizing that platform, but you want to extend that. So definitely you need to do customizations with respect of coding level as well, right? So in that case only we'll go for a programming part. So in industry, the max 70% we deal with admin part, and rest of the 30% will deal with configurations. Because if a situation is if a situation is handled with the configuration part, that means admin part, definitely they'll opt for admin because due to the maintenances. Okay, let's going back. No matter whether you're in a classic or an experience, okay, you have this option. What is this? Developer console. Just click on this developer console. So this is called as developer console, where you can see an empty screen. Okay, here you can see some options. And bottom also here you can see some options. We are going to use this one. Okay, see. See, by using this developer console, okay, we will write code. Okay, by using this developer console, we are going to be write code. Okay, we are going to store code in the server with the help of this developer console. So you should get very much handy on this developer console. So when I click on file, click on new, here I can create Apex classes, triggers, Visualforce pages, components, so many steps I can able to be created by just clicking on file, new option. So whenever I get an opportunity, so definitely I click on these options. And here you can see an open. Okay, when you click on this open, if you want to open Apex classes, select this. You can choose any one of the Apex class. It will be open. Triggers, you can choose any one of the trigger and you can open. Visualforce pages, like that. Whatever option you want, you select it. You select it and click on open. So it will be open like this. Okay. And we have very much work with these options here. Okay, you can write a query. Okay, I'll show you today how to write a queries and everything. Okay, you can check the view state of your page. You can see the log transactions for every execution of mode. There will be a log. If you want to monitor, yes, you can monitor from here. This is for test methods. We'll see. And if you are getting any issues, syntactical issues, here you can see it in the problems. So regularly you will get in touch with all these things. Wait for the time being. So whatever the code you write inside this developer console, it will be stored somewhere in the post.com server. So how it look like means, for example, see, this is a programmer. Okay, you consider this is a developer console, means browser, right? Whatever stuff you write, that goes to the force.com server. And it touched on the database. So whatever the code you write here, it go to the force.com server. Here it is compiled. Here it is compiled. And it stores inside database. Now, here you can see the compiled Apex class. So here you can see the compiled code. It stores inside databases. Okay. Now, if you are an end user, you're an end user. Okay. Now what you will do, you will make a request. You'll make a request. Based on that request, it reaches to the database. Here it fetch, and that compiled code will come to the part here as a part of response. And here you can see the data. This is what we have to do it here. Okay. See, being a developer, you will develop a code and you compile it and stores that somewhere in the server of a databases. So end user will hit, they will raise a request. Based on your request, your compile code will come into the picture and it will be sent as a part of a response, and you can see the data on the screens. So this is what we are going to develop in the next 1 month. Okay. Coming back. See, when it comes to the part of development part, okay, what we touched on is we touched on the fundamentals. We will touch on the fundamentals. Apex coding part. Okay. Triggers. Okay. Bad job. I mean, I cannot say it's like a bad job. Asynchronous. Asynchronous Apex. Okay. And test classes, or some people says that test methods. Once we're done with this, all these are nothing but a backend controlling part. All these are nothing but a controlling part. That means there is no UI. Okay, you cannot see the UI. All these are nothing but a backend coding stuff. Now, when it comes to the part of a UI terminologies, we will work on Visualforce pages, Lightning Aura. Okay. And later on, after completion of this, we will work on integration scope. Integrations with REST API, SOAP API. These things will be covered in your development part. These are the topics, okay, where we are going to be covered in your development part, okay, with project oriented. Except fundamentals, rest of the things will be covered as part of your project. Okay, so make a note, make a checklist of this one. Okay, fundamentals, Apex. So you see day by day increase growth. Okay, So all these are nothing but first you need to get a control on the controlling part. Then we'll focus on the UI. Then we'll see about the integrations. Okay. So this is my plan. Okay. First, initially we'll touch on the fundamentals. Let's see the fundamentals. So no matter whether you're in a lightning experience or a classic, you have to open this developer console. Okay. See, we'll start from fundamentals. We'll start from the, variable declarations. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm back. So we'll work on fundamentals here. See, very simple. Give me a second. Let me extract this again. See, working on development, that means writing a code is very, very simple when you compare with working with an administrative part. Make a note of this point. Because you write fundamentals, you worked on Apex class, triggers, asynchronous, or UI, or integrations to whatever it may be you work. Everything is defined with variable declaration. Make a note of this one. Okay. Everything is defined with a variable declaration. If you know how to utilize, how to create a variable declaration, then that's enough. Because our Apex program is not like a complexity program as like your Java. Okay. It is very high level program. If you follow, there are some 10 principles. If you follow those 10 principles, that's enough. You can write at any line of code, any level, extensive level of codes. Okay. But Salesforce supports only the high level. The rest of the things will be taken care by the system. You need not to be worried. Okay. So just follow the instructions what I have been given. And daily practice is required. It's not like a, admin. If you play game with development, it will also play game with you. So please be careful and do some daily practice. Okay. Initially, we'll start from the variable declaration. We'll see how we declare a variable. Okay. See, initially what you have to do, just click on the debug. There is an option called anonymous window. Click on this anonymous window. Okay. So now, whatever the code you write here, your system will be understandable. Just give me a second. Yeah, sorry. So Variable declaration is very important. What level of code you write? Declaring of variable is very important. How you declare means, let us say, for example, I have a value of 10. Okay. I have a value of 10. I want to hold this value of 10 actually in a program. What I'm trying to say, I like to hold this value 10 in my program. How you can hold that one means with the help of variables. That's what variable means. It holds something value in your inside your program. I have a value of 10. Okay. And I want to hold this value. Okay. See, I have a value of 10 and I assign that value to this variable. So I can say there's variable. Okay. It is a variable. I have a value of 10 and I assign this value to this variable, right? How I said assign this 10 value to this variable? How I know? Because of this operator. So everything is very important. 10 is a value, equal to is nothing but an assignment operator, and this is nothing but a variable name. You can write your name also, no problem. Okay, but give the meaningful name, what exactly it contains. Okay, so I just given as a variable. And you have to say to the system what exactly this 10 is. Is this characters? Is this any Boolean representation or a number? Yeah, it's a number. You have to say to the system, because system cannot understand. See, when I click on execute, system cannot understand. It's showing an error. So you have to say to the system, boss, this 10 is not a normal value. It is an integer value. What is that? Integer value, right? What do you mean by integer? Integer always deals with numbers. Here you given a number, so that's why here I given it as an integer. Okay, what we can call this one? Data type. What type of a data? What type of a data it is? Integer type of a data, number type of a data. So wherever you are going to be write a number, then you can mention it as an integer. So once your statement is done, you have to put a semicolon. Every programmatic language. So every programmatic language, if a statement is end, you have to put a semicolon. If your statement is end, you have to put a semicolon. Integer var equal to 10. You have to come from right to left. I have a value of 10. I assign that value of 10 to this variable. And I'm saying to the system, this variable is not a normal variable. It is an integer variable. Now you click on execute. Say it is happily executed and it gives a log mode for us, right? That is what this is. Very simple. Again, Control E, shortcut. See, first time I have declared a variable saying that I have a value of 10 in this. See, let us say, for example, I want to store my name. I want to store my name in the program temporarily. Okay. Holding a value temporarily in the program is, it always comes under variable declarations. So let's create. I have a name. My name is Srikanth. Right? I want to hold this in my program temporarily. So how can I give? Person name. And every statement must end with a semicolon. Okay. Now what? Srikanth is a name, right? Group of characters. And this is nothing but a variable name. And this is nothing but an assignment operator, right? Then what is the data type here I have to use means string. What is that? String. So you people will get a question, boss, you used integer Now you are using a string. How many data types are there? How would I know which one I have to be used? So don't bother. We have only two types of data types will be there. Two kinds of data types will be there. So one is primitive data type, and another one is S-objective data type. When you consider data types, primitive data type, and another one is S-objective data type. Primitive data types means your string, integer, boolean, float, object, date and time, date, all this comes under primitive data types. S-objective means your Salesforce objects, account, contact, your transactions, all comes under S-objective data type. I will come to all these things, no worries. So how you can look into that one means, being a programmer, you have to open your stuff. So primitive data types. See, these are the data types actually. When I click on these data types, initially it shows for you primitive and S-objective data types. Okay. So primitive data types means such as like integer, double, long, date time, string, boolean, like this. Here you can see primitive data types. See blob. Blob means binary large object. Boolean, date time, decimals, double, ID, integer, long, object, string. So these are all are the primitive data types where we are going to be used in your program. Okay, let's see. Go on mute, guys. Okay. Right. So let us say, see, again coming back. See, I have a value, right? I have a value. Like earlier, I given some value like, let us say, for example, integer I equal to 10. What is the value here I'm having? 10 value, and I store the 10 value in the I variable, right? So see, technically, technologies are very important. I'm saying this is nothing but a data type. I'm saying this is nothing but a variable name. This is assignment operator, and this is value, and this is end of my statement. I'm just giving as a semicolon. Okay. See, before writing a code, you people have to understand the code first. So what I'm trying to say is, మీరు కోడ్ రాసే ముందు అసలు కోడ్ ని అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకోవాలి, చదవటం నేర్చుకోవాలి. See the existing codes and try to get understandability. Then try to make a write a code. Then it could be very flexible for you. Right? See, now I want to print this value. So to print that value here, we have an option called as system.debug. So whatever stuff you write inside this, sorry, system.debug. Okay. This is a statement. Whatever you write inside, it will print inside a console. Okay, in the log files. Generally, we use this system.debugs to check the results. Okay, so in Java we are having like system.println, system.out.println. Okay, so in C language we have like system.println. Similarly inside an Apex we are having like system.debug. System is a class, debug is a method. Okay, it's a static method, we'll come to that one later, not right now. But you should remember one thing, system.debug means whatever the statement you write inside this, it will print onto the console. Let me show you. I will put like this. What is the value in the I? 10. Then what your expectation of this one? The I value is colon space 10. It will be print like this. Let's click on execute. See, it prints the statement. This is complete log, the backend log. Okay, we will postmortem this one, no worries. See, if you observe here, there is a variable scope. I is a variable scope, right? Here you can see variable assignment. What values assigned? 10 values assigned to the I, right? 10 values assigned to the I. When you scroll down, see user debug. I just applied a debug in the second line, right? So that's why this 2 is nothing but a second line. And debug statement, what it is printing? The I value is 10. See, this 10 value has been appended. Control E again. This 10 value has been appended. Not only this one, you can write like this: string name switch tech. A simple variable declaration. I just given the institute name and I'm saying to the system, boss, this is not a normal name, it is a string, right? That's why I put like that. And you can put system.debug. And I just want to provide this name. Execute. See, now when you click on execute, the execution starts from line number 1 to line number 5 when you click on execute button, right? Execute. So that means 2 debug statements will print. See, the I value is 10 and the name is switch tech, right? Not only this one, you can also deal like this. Boolean is active. I given it as a true. Boolean means it's a kind of a checkbox. Either you check the value or uncheck the value. When you check the value will be a true. Uncheck means the value will be a false. Right? So whatever you want, you write inside a debug, it will print it. Okay. No, I don't want to print this integer string. I just want to print this Boolean value. So how you can deal that one? Okay. So just select only those 2 lines of code. Click on execute highlighted. Now see, again log came to the picture here. Choose your debug only. See, it's a true value. So similarly, you can write anything. Let's come here. Now I want to print a date. So how you can print a date means system dot today. Okay, system dot today. It gives current date. Now I want to hold that one, right? Okay, it will be in the format of date. Written type, see, according to me both are the same. Now this is rendu ote, idemo hard coded value, ఇది హార్డ్ కోడెడ్ వాల్యూ, ఇది కూడా హార్డ్ కోడెడ్ వాల్యూ, కానీ ఇది హార్డ్ కోడెడ్ వాల్యూ కాదు. రిమెంబర్ ఇట్. See, when I execute this 10 lines of code today, it gives the result. When I execute the 10 lines of code tomorrow, this switch state true will be the common same, but this date will be changed. That means it's a dynamic, but all are the same. This is a data type. This is also a data type. This is a variable name. This is also a variable name. This is assignment operator. This is also assignment operator. Here hard coded value, here dynamic value. అది చెప్తున్నా, వేరియబుల్ డిక్లరేషన్స్ తోనే ఉంటుంది ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంతా. నాట్ ఓన్లీ ద సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్. యూ కంపేర్ యువర్ జావా, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ వేరియబుల్ డిక్లరేషన్. ఓకే, you're working on integrations, variable declaration only. You're working on lightning, variable declarations only. Everything, you know, I can say 95% of your code will be available with your variable declarations. Okay, so be careful when you're working on it. So this is a dynamic value where I have been provided. So now let us see how this value will be printed. Execute. Log has been opened. Now I want to filterize the log here, means you have to choose this option, debug only. See, 10 switch tech true, and this is the date what we are having in the system right now. So it is printed to me like that. Like the different types of primitive data types are there. You please try. Okay, you please try. Okay, forget about the blob and try rest of the things. Okay, Control C, come here, paste it. So please install Notepad++ here. It will be very helpful for you. Now, see this. We have another options also. Closing all this stuff now. See, I can also open the objects. Okay, from here. So let us say, for example, Control Shift O. Type like contact star dot obj. Like this, you can directly open. Or if you feel any difficultiness, come here, click on file, click on open, choose your objects, choose your object name. My object name is contact. Here you can see the contact, double click. So these are the fields in that contact what we are having. Okay, these are the fields in the contact that what we are having. What you will do, you select any one of the fields: ID, account ID, last name, first name. Okay, click on control, phone. Enough, right? Just click on the query. Now it will launch us the query editor. Again click on query. See, This framework is automatically, written a query, and you can get the data also. There is an option called execute. Just click on execute. See, these are the records what are available inside a Salesforce, and we are able to open that. See, when you select this record, here there is an option called open detail page. Click it. See, it opens that record automatically. Not only that, click on edit. So it opens the page in the edit mode. If you want to create a new one, just click on new. See, it creates a new contact related stuff. Right? Not only that, see, let us say, for example, I want to delete one of the contact. So let me delete this contact. Select this option. Okay. Or else open this contact first. Open this contact first. I just opened this contact, right? So this contact is available right now. The same contact. Okay. I'll delete this contact. There is an option called delete. Select it. Refresh. The contact has been deleted. Let's come and refresh the screen. See, it's saying that record has been deleted. So that means from the backend you can do anything. Not only opening the object. Okay, you can query the data. Okay, you can bring the results onto the screen. So when you're having the results on the screen, so you can do whatever the stuff you want. So we are going to be do such kind of things in the next coming sessions. From my program, I will access the object. From my program, I will bring the data into my program. Then I can do manipulate this data. Okay. So to do that one, first of all, today's session is very, very important. Variable declarations. Okay. Still variable declaration is not yet done. We have a primitive data type and we have a subject to data type. And variable declaration concept is a never ending for you. Okay. It will coming into the pictures. So today what you have to do is you have to open this, developer console and try to open as many objects, whatever you know, and try to query that and see the data and try to manipulate these options from here. Okay. And try to create variable declarations from your anonymous window. Okay. So Control E, when you click on Control E, this window will be open. Okay. I'm not introduced you. Click on File, Apex classes or triggers. Still wait for the time being. Okay. Today we just discussing about the variable declarations. Okay. So tomorrow we'll work on the subject related variable declarations, and we'll see tomorrow how to create a record from the backend code, because we know creation of data from front end by just clicking on this tab, by clicking on this new. Okay, supplying the data here, and clicking on save button. You are trying to save the data. Similarly, I want to do it from the backend code. Okay, we'll see that things tomorrow. Meanwhile, please get some hands-on on this developer console and variable declarations, primitive data types only. And at the same time, let us see how you are opening the object and how you are opening the records. Okay, so that's what I would like to deliver today. Tomorrow we will be work on some important and interesting things. Okay, every day is a knowledgeable day when you're working on the development part. So be practice. Don't wait for the video to be uploaded. It's not required. If you are still waiting for the videos, I will stop uploading the videos, guys. Okay. Thank you.
Custom settings, custom metadata settings అని ఉన్నాయి.
అది అప్పుడే కాదమ్మా, వెయిట్ చేయి.
ఆడిట్ ట్రయల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆడిట్ ట్రయల్స్ అనే ఉన్నాయి కదండి, అడ్మిన్ పార్ట్. ఆడిట్ ట్రయల్
అది కూడా వస్తుంది ఇప్పుడే కాదు. ఇంకా ఉంది అది. ఓకే, ఇంకా
అదే కాకపోతే డేటా అనేది ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసిన డిలీట్ చేసిన బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ నుంచి ఏమన్నా విజిబిలిటీ
ట్రాకింగ్
ఏమైనా
ఉంటుంది.
తగ్గుతుందా?
యా ట్రాకింగ్ ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ గైస్.